What's up? Welcome to the Reclaiming Your Power movement. And before it was called a podcast, but now I think I want to make it into a movement because I have a feeling that other people, other entrepreneurs, other builders are also going through their own rebuilding process. And one of the hardest things to think about when you're rebuilding yourself is what if you're rebuilding alone? Or what if you feel alone while you rebuild? It's a very horrible experience. Without further ado, let's start. And this is where the intro is going to be, if there is an intro. But for now, let's go. One of the first lessons in this book is from Trey Lewin. I can't pronounce his name for the heck of me. One of the hardest things for business owners to start over or builders to start over with is how do you know if the product or service that you're about to start is going to be the thing, is going to be profitable? And the answer is you usually don't. And it's really good that in the first chapters of the book, Trey Lewin is introducing his strategy to basically rebuild himself back in 30 days. And it's called the Reactive Startup. It's a 30-day roadmap from zero. And this is his status, right? At this stage, if he really did lose everything, then his assets would be liquidated. He would have zero capital. And the only tools that he would have at this stage in time is probably his Wi-Fi phone, and ClickFunnels. And if you notice why the heck is ClickFunnels here, ClickFunnels is actually the reason why he was in this, what's the word I'm looking for? He made this content in the first place. These are the only tools that he has. And his timeline is in 30 days. How will that help? It's interesting. A lot of these founders, and I like it. Obviously, I've read the whole book. And here's something that I would preface for now that I think is going to be very important for everybody who's just rebuilding and starting out. The reset. It's day one is the most important part of the day. And one thing that they all have in common is that they're not going to allow any of any setbacks and anything else to destroy their space. They are in a state where they're not self-pitying, they're not wallowing in the defeat. They're here to move forward. And that's the kind of mindset that I also want for you guys as we go into this. In the case of Trey, this is his routine. On day one, it's the reset. He's gonna wake up at 4 a.m. He's gonna have coffee. He's gonna listen to Tony Robbins. He's gonna listen to Gary Vaynerchuk. He's basically going to prime his life moving forward. Now, he will also stop, he will start purging all of the unnecessary expense that he has, whether it's Netflix, dating apps, magazines, all the things that are basically gonna leak money, the leaky buckets in his life. And he's even gonna liquidate his car. He's gonna create a routine to be alert, active, and reactive. And sometimes, what does that even word mean? For some people, reactive is a very bad word. But in this case, there's a reason why. I'm gonna show you guys why that it's reactive in a bit. What he's gonna do on day 2 to 3, he's gonna go to stores like Barnes and Noble. And what he's gonna do is he's going to check magazines. These magazines, and this is gonna be his litmus test. Like he's gonna get all of the magazines that are not on the shelves, by the way. He's gonna get these magazines that are off season and all of that stuff. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna pick a niche. And sorry, one of the first things that he's gonna do actually is he's gonna pick a niche. And if you guys have followed me before, or if you don't know how to pick a niche, it's basically three circles. You help people with their health, wealth, relationships, and you choose a vehicle to help people get there. How a vehicle to improve other people's lives. Some people use Reiki, some people use service providers, some people use something else. In the case of Trey, right now it's a reactive startup. He's gonna pick a niche, and he actually enumerated a lot of niches that he thinks is gonna be profitable. One of the issues that we have in this day and age is that the niches, almost anything can make you money. A lot of people have shiny object syndrome that keep them from actually getting the results they want. Once he's find a niche, he's gonna find the magazines related to that niche. If it's gardening, he's gonna find gardening magazine. If it's skincare, all of that stuff. It's important that when you do pick a niche, you need to pick something that you actually like because it's gonna help you judge things in just a better way. And from the magazines, he's actually gonna see all of the back issues. These magazines, he's not gonna just buy the magazines. He's actually gonna call the advertisers for back issues. That means like all of the magazines in the past that did not sell, and he can get that for free. And his goal for this is to find the advertisers and marketers that are spending money. And that means, and he's going to check or which one of these suppliers or advertisers are actually consistently spending money. And consistent ads means they have a proven money. That's the kind of people that he wants to work. In day four, he's actually going to make what you call a war room. He's going to set up all of these magazines and visualize, show himself where is the money flowing? Like, where's all of this coming from? Or where is this going? And he's going to check for parallel markets, like for the case of luxury and all that stuff. Organize intel, target, identify recurring advertisers, and acquire the phone numbers. He is basically making a list of people of his ideal avatars. Now, this is the most important why it's called reactive because he wants to know or he only wants to start a business once it's validated that there's money and it's already working and there's already a captured market for it. And all he has to do is basically grow that market from by riding the waves from the whales as seen in that last video. All right. Then he's gonna ask for donations. What he's gonna do is he's gonna call all of these suppliers and advertisers. Hey, I saw you advertising in X magazine, and we are running a giveaway. If you donate a price $300 in value, I will give you the email list of everyone who enters. This is his lead magnet. This is his way of getting free leads from people who want the product or service that the advertiser has are advertising. He's riding the wave and he's using other people's merchandise for the lead magnet. It could be skincare, again, it could be for gaming, it could be something else, but he's using other people's merchandise. And it's pretty transparent too. If you're gonna do a giveaway, it's $30 in value, not perfect. The nine. Then he's gonna do the joint ventures act. When you start with this, a lot of people are gonna say no. Because especially if you're starting from the bottom, how many of you have found it very hard to basically break through the initial stages of having to prove yourself, right? Now, what's fun about sales or business and success in general is that you don't need a lot of wins. We just need one win, and that will make all the difference. And what's going to happen is that you get the one win, you can actually go back to all of these businesses and advertisers and ask them, hey, company A said yes. Tell them A is in. You tell company B A is in. And then if B says yes, you tell company C, company A and B are in. You want to leverage that. That's the social proof. Plus fear of missing out, FOMO. And you ask these partners to email their list, and it's an exponential growth. List building is a way for you to have what you call traffic QO. It's the reason why, and it separates the people who are actually earning online and those who are not. It's very interesting. Then he's gonna build the gateway, and he's gonna keep it into a very simple page. But keep it simple. There's a headline, there's a value, then the data, and he's gonna make the phone number optional. 40% of conversion, according to him, in it improves your phone number is optional, then it improves conversion rates. And finally, it's an immediate payday. People opt in, you make a thank you page, and then you actually sell what you call an affiliate offer. An affiliate offer is what he's doing is that He's already getting all of the people's interest. He already knows what they want because of the products and service and the profiles of the companies and the advertisers. What the only thing that he has to do is that after people sign in, he just has to create an affiliate offer. And what's cool about this is that affiliate marketing is that you're marketing other people's product or service. You are not actually having to make your own because at this stage, like 30 days, you lost everything. Building yourself up is going to be very hard, but it's going to be a lot easier to help someone else who has an amazing product, an amazing service, an amazing experience to share with other people. It's a lot easier to sell. Don't just say thanks. You want to monetize the attention. And that's exactly what the affiliate offer is going to be. Then the conversation becomes if you could wave a magic wand to make your most painful prop disappear, what would that be? Now he has a list of people that bought and people who are interested. Now he wants to create that conversation. He wants to identify the pain that he can segment the list. One of the things that is very important when it comes to digital marketing and making your things, your digital businesses or business in general is that you need to be able to identify and serve the avatar and clients that are actually bringing in the most money. You want to segment the avatar and you want to create a featured product for these people because not only the more problems you solve for the people who actually bring in the most business in your company, the more profitable it becomes and you turn that into a featured product. And the list tells you what to sell. The list tells you what to sell. For me, it's very important because I hate negotiating and talking to people and all that stuff. It's very important to have a assistant or an NDA. And this is for me. Other people might not have that resources, but for me, it's important to have them and or in the guise of you as these important conversations. Another thing that he can also create is in this case, like it's SWAD, it's product creation. It's another business model. It's called print on demand. And you can actually, let's say, if you have a tribe, if you've segmented the list properly, you can also just create design business based on that. It's pretty cool. 90 and it's POD. You only have to pay, like you can use platforms like Printful and only pay once once you have a sale and then have the shirts and swag automatically shipped to others. Zero cost of logistics if you use Printful. There's zero inventory, there's zero warehousing. And touching the product, you don't even touch the product. And you can even do this as someone who's not in the US. Oh, fun fact. You guys, Nas.io, my, oh my God, I can't even say that. But let's just say, fun fact that it's going to be, if you guys want hack on how you can make physical products, how you can sell physical products anywhere. Tell me in the comments and I'll share all of that with you guys. But it's crazy. And again, he likes to get people to choose the designs, right? They buy the vote. Which one would you like to buy? Not where, buy. And people vote on what that is. And then he can just double down on that. He's doing literal market research towards people that actually want this product or service. Yeah. Now the launch sequence, this is where the Gary Vaynerchuk model came from. Jab, jab, hook, the close. This is why you need follow up funnels and all that stuff. Honestly, this can be an entire video too. If you guys want that, a launch sequence, I can talk about how to set up a launch sequence. Tell me too if you guys want that. Okay? The whole framework is this: phone numbers, direct mail, email list. You own the data, you rent it out, you scale it up, and it becomes crazy, becomes a whole scalable thing from then on. That is the reactive startup. You are only starting the business once you know what people want. Okay? And this is his advice, and which I agree with. You just start. You don't need a degree to do this. It's all a no brainer. It's all right there. It's called guerrilla business. You can It's just understanding what people really want. You don't need an investor to start because you can, as you can see with Trey, it just takes a little bit of creativity to find all of this new data that you're thinking about and no superpowers. You just need a ClickFunnels account or a Go High Level account, which I have. Go High Level is a ClickFunnels competitor. If you guys want me to create this, see, I'm learning. If you guys want me to create this funnel for you guys that you can just plug and play this into your life and into your business, tell me and I will execute. Okay? Failure is not impossible, followed from A to Z. All right, that's the reactive startup. Key takeaways for me on what this is. One thing that I really like that it started with the reactive startup is that it makes it very easy and accessible for anybody to start their own digital career and digital business. It doesn't, you don't have to have 100,000 pesos, 50,000 pesos, or $2,000 or more in your bank account for you to start this business. You can actually start and check in your local area. And what's really nice about this is that let's say you're burnt out. Let's say you're somebody who doesn't have the time and you need to pause and you don't even have the headspace for it. Going to your what's the word I'm looking for? To your local store, bookstore, wherever the advertisers are, or maybe just scrolling through Facebook and checking the Facebook ad library, knowing what people are selling. Okay, it's gonna make a huge difference in your life, and it's proof that you don't have to have a very good product or business if you do want to start. That's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown on the reactive startup strategy by Trey. Special shout out to Russell Brunson. I know I'm promoting Go High Level here and he owns ClickFunnels, but really that guy, he has just been one of the reasons why I'm even able to talk about rebuilding. He has helped me break through the first few steps of life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.